there's quite a cast of characters in your book. Oh boy, oh boy. We meet some good ones and some bad ones, some very bad ones, actually.
That's true.
And these characters, did any of these come out of your experience in the forest and camping, canoeing?
More so with my interactions with people through my teaching. I've met a myriad of people. And, so I purposely wrote the book so that the characters in the book, any reader that reads this book will be able to superimpose the faces of people in their lives on the characters of the book. I did it purposely. I absolutely did it purposely. And I basically, did I draw from my experiences? Without question. Absolutely, without question.
Yeah. Because when I got to some of those parts where there were some rather nasty people.
Yep.
And people that we would all vilify for
100%.
What they do out in the wilderness. And I thought to myself, I wonder if Rob has had encounters of that nature.
I have. I absolutely have. And, the things that transpire in the book, they are, seriously, it's a piece of fiction. But aside from that, there are very real encounters within this book that I've interceded that are just under the guise of Stephen Stiles.
Right. Now, Stephen, your hero, I'll call him a hero. He is the main protagonist in the book, but he's not really a hero. He's
just a guy.
He's a guy who's living the story, so to speak.
Correct.
How did you form this guy?
Stephen Stiles is a very reclusive person.
Yeah.
Right? He prefers the company of animals over people.
He'd like to sleep in a canoe.
100%, right? So a lot of me is in Stephen, but however, the point is that with Stephen, in order to survive what he has to survive, he's going to have to learn to trust people, and more importantly, trust himself. See, in truth, he's hiding from himself. So he has to trust himself in order to embrace people. So the very first chapter in this book, he all of a sudden meets some people who he absolutely just falls in with.
Yeah.
And he's like flabbergasted by the whole thing. So it's like, how did this happen? Right? So it's in order for him to survive what's coming in this book, he must embrace these people. He has to.
One of the exciting undertones throughout the whole book, and a major part of it, is this mysterious entity that is moving through the woods and through the dark, and what is that mysterious entity all about?
Okay, without giving too much away. All right, I can't give too much away on this.
No. We want people to buy the book.
The entity is. I never put a face to it because I want people to put their own faces on it, whatever it might be. But what it is it is something which challenges Stephen's version of reality, right? And it's. I can say that the entity is a physical manifestation of the power of the wilderness.
Oh, I like that.
Okay, so it's a physical manifestation of what the conglomerate whole is.
I can buy that.
All right.
Yeah. The manifestation, and you're right, I did. I put an entity to it, but it wasn't a perfected image that I had. I had a general image of what this was happening. And it provides some very exciting and very surprising moments through the book, which obviously add to the not just the enjoyment, but the surprise of the story. Your hero, Stephen, he is very challenged to understand this entity that is out there, as you say, and he's being challenged by it. Is any of this rooted in indigenous lore?
For sure. Okay? Every indigenous culture, including the European cultures, they all had creatures that wandered just outside of our eyesight. Some were evil, and some were neither or, and some were here to teach. Right? So they really didn't fit any known description of any animal. They just didn't fit it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So with I guess with the native side of things, if I may, there is a complete and utter belief that everything is connected.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So everything is connected, including the moon, the stars, the sun. So, yeah, and this is sort of that thing that moves through it all.
Yeah. And I felt that in the book, and I liked that part about it. Mm-hmm. I really felt a comfort with that part of the storytelling.
Well,
now, this is a great mystery book. Like it's got a good mystery to it. It's got a love story, and it's got some real life human interactions that are pretty bold at times. Mm-hmm. What would you like people to take away after having read the book, besides the fact that it's a good read and it's a good mystery?